Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and more importantly, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2023. I am really excited to be here today and host this webinar. I just released this actual episode on our podcast, but without further ado, if you guys are new to this broker owner webinar series that we're doing, this is something we do once a month for team leaders and brokerages. All around the country. We've developed a little bit of a mastermind with it, and we're able to bring on really cool guests that are doing really cool things in their market. Amy's one of them, who I'm going to introduce you to in just a little bit. If you guys have not heard of us about, though, I'm going to go ahead and take a moment for a shameless plug while we wait for people to come on in here. Sweet Assist is a transaction management platform for real estate brokerages that handles everything from A to Z. It's a close-to-close solution for transactions. And if you're looking for a new back office, I encourage you to check it out. Referral Suite is a referral personal branding marketing content creation platform for brokerages to put in their office and give to their agents. So there's my shameless plug. And then we have enough people here in the room. We had over 150 people register for this training, and the market has shifted. So I want to go ahead and shift into that and talk about what we're going to be chatting about today with our guest. Now, the market shifted in all kinds of ways. We're seeing a lot of movement. We're seeing agents go to different brokerages. That always happens this time of year, end of year. A lot of brokerages or agents will get up and move offices or whatnot, but it seems to be amplified this year for some reason. And I think that's because we're in combination with the shift. And anytime we see one of these shifts, this is always a good opportunity to stand out. I love these types of markets. And one of the core themes we do here on the show is we bring on people who are doing things a little bit differently. So I'm going to tee up Amy a little bit just so you guys get to know her and let her take it away and show you what she's done. But the best way I could summarize Amy's business model is that she basically created her own version of Home Depot that she owns and offered all of Home Depot to all of her local community and past clients. And all of these little mini businesses that she created not only are profitable, but they lead to new client generation. So we often talk about, if you guys have been following the webinar series, we often talk about ancillary services, alternate streams of income for your brokerage besides just having real estate agent commissions, right? What else can you do to monetize the transaction? Amy's taken it up a step. We're not talking about ancillary streams of income. We're talking about ancillary businesses. She's literally already created the businesses. So she's gone a step above what we've traditionally talked about with creating ancillary services. We're not creating revenue streams. She's creating businesses. Okay. And that's the most exciting part. She has a truck rental service where she sells the ad space on the side of the truck. She has lawnmowers, snow blowers, generators. She has party supplies. I mean, everything you name that you would ever want around home ownership, parties, maintenance, events, she has in the form of a business that she uses to stay in front of her clientele. So you guys are going to want to take notes on this. This is, I have many guests in my podcast. We got over 1.5 million downloads. This is probably one of the top 3 shows of all time. So you guys are in for a treat today because what she's doing is beyond anything I've seen anyone else do, which is why we asked her to lead this today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce our guest, Mrs. Amy Stockburger. Amy, how are you? Why don't you tell everyone whom you are? I'm going to let you go ahead and share the screen and take this. And I'm going to shut up.
Okay, I'm going to make sure I'm doing it the right way first. So I'll hit this. Okay, what do you guys, you got my first one up there, create a stream?
You're good. What I'd like you to do first, and a lot of people don't like introducing themselves in this way, but you guys are number 23 in the country. And you're in South Dakota, like there's, you don't have as many transactions as you do in San Diego, and you definitely don't have as high as a volume price as you do in San Diego. So I'm just going to tout you a little bit. 23 in the country, number 1 in the state. Go ahead, Amy, take it away.
Yes. Hey guys, thanks for coming out. As you said, I'm Amy Stockburger with Amy Stockburger Real Estate. Yes, we are the highest producing team in the state of South Dakota, and South Dakota is different than North Dakota. We're different. It's Canada, North Dakota, then South Dakota. We're a little bit similar, but we're warmer. We're closer to the equator. But we are, like you said, 23 in the United States as teams go for transactions. Our average sales price right now in our market is right around that 325-ish price point, or a median, I should say, which is the real number you should be looking at. And so we are a little bit different as far as the West and the East Coast, but still have become a powerhouse within our market. And I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about that and what we've done as a brokerage. We're a teamage to scale and give you some rip off and duplicate opportunities. So as you guys know, we're in a market shift, just like what Mike said, and with rates going up, consumer confidence going down, that affects everything. And so you need to be very, very intentional right now, more than ever, which I think you always should be, but more than ever, you need to be intentional on what you're doing to scale your business in 23 and what you're doing to attract and retain your clients, attract and retain your agents. And just like Mike said, making sure that you're diversified with your revenue and what kind of affiliate or ancillary revenue that you have coming in. And so one thing that I'm going to be talking about today is how we've done that by creating lifetime home support value propositions for our clients that result in them being our lifetime referral partner, and then how I monetize that entire program. And lifetime lead strategy, that's what we call this. This strategy helped us serve 559 clients back in 21 with only 15 agents. And then we served 486 clients in 22 with about 20 agents now. And we have basically the same GCI for both year over year, just because our price point went up. So we're sitting at about a GCI of about 4.8 million.
Hey, Amy, can you what's the average number of homes each of your agents? Because you're not running a high volume agent team. You're running a lean and mean machine.
Yeah, our average agents sell around 30 houses a year.
It's impressive. You know, the average,
Yep.
It's very impressive. All right, keep going. I'll chime in every here and there just because these are really
I love it. I love it. And I did, guys, just so you know, I did put stopping points within this presentation for you guys to ask questions, just so we can get as many things taken care of right away while you have it come up. But feel free to just type it in the Q&A too if you have something now, so that I don't miss anything and can be as much service to you guys as possible. A little bit about me, Mike kind of went over it, but I've been in the business 22 years. It'll be 23 here in May. I do lead a teamerage brokerage model. So we still run as a team. It's my husband and I who are partners in this. I still actively sell, he manages, and my superpowers is negotiating, creating and implementing, and marketing. So that's where I come in and can help out our team. But like we said, since 17, we've been the highest producing team in South Dakota, number 23 in the United States. We have a goal in this next year to help 584 clients. What we've done, like I said, is created that lifetime lead strategy. And lifetime lead strategy uses unique value propositions to stay top of mind as your client's lifetime home support team, resulting in you being their lifetime referral partner. And again, that is such a big deal right now, and loving on your data bank more than ever. And I've given a list over on the side here of the unique value propositions we offer, but the one I'm going to touch on today and walk you through is my VIP club, and how we've used that to grow our market share, how we've done that to increase our agent retention and attraction. I'm going to show you a little bit of software we created with that, as well as what we're doing in the future to grow even bigger as far as our revenue. We have about 70% of our business can be traced back to our data bank referral. That's what I call it, not my database or my sphere, it's my data bank. But about 70% plus can be traced back to that. And that, I feel, we're really big. I'm big on systems. That's kind of one of my big parts of my superpower for my business. But we have an ISA department, so that lead source coming in likely is probably closer to 80 to 85%, but we have so many people taking care of those calls that 70 is what I can 100% trace back from that. And like Mike said, it's over 30 clients a year that my agents are serving. And my agents, I have an average of a 6-year tenure with my agents. So we all know as team leads and brokers that sometimes we become just, high school or college coaches, that we coach them in and coach them out. This lifetime lead strategy makes your agents sticky to you as well. And even if your agents do leave, everything that you're providing those clients end up staying with you, the team lead or broker, for providing this lifetime lead strategy or this lifetime home support. I was telling Mike, I am going to give you guys some free R&D, some rip-off and duplicates at the end of the presentation. Part of my VIP pillars is my client events, and we throw really big client events. So I'm going to give you guys one of my master client event checklists. And again, systems being one of my superpowers, it is systemized from the very beginning to the very end. So you can throw a client event, not only that your clients will love and keep referring you, but as well as your agents attending and loving as well, because that's a big part of it, is having that participation. And then since I've monetized everything, I'm also going to give you one of my client event sponsorship marketing sheets so that you can use the same tools that I'm using to have those events paid for by your affiliate partners. So just to start out the beginning, the lifetime value of a client. So we all know that it costs way more money to acquire a new client than it does to retain a previous or a client you already have within your ecosystem. We average to, like, one thing we're always going back and doing the math on is what is the actual value of a client, the lifetime value of a client. And one thing that we've come up with that we feel, like, we're going through all the numbers, is that one client through the lifetime of one of my realtors' careers is worth probably far over $100,000. For my personal book of business, the numbers that we figured out to my clients are worth about $175,000. So we know how important it is to take those clients and not only love on them that one time, but make sure that we are there for them before, during, and after. Because oftentimes that before and after part of that transaction are as important, if not more important, as the during, and especially now in a market that we're in. And again, we all know this, that tech's trying to come in and take so much of our business and market share away from us, but tech has something that we will always have, is that we will always be able to provide that relationship. And real estate, I feel, and I'm sure you guys do too, is always going to be a relationship-based business. And so making sure that you're creating those lifetime home support pillars within your market right now, or within your business right now, is so, so important. This one right here, I thought I actually found this one today. I thought I'd throw in here, but we do, like I said, big client events. One of them is a turkey giveaway and Santa pictures every year. We just had our 17th annual one this last November, and we gave away over 600 turkeys, and we had over 1,100 people in my building, which is huge because we have everybody come in, they get free pictures with Santa, they get to get their turkey. But this is my very first house I sold. This is my first client that I sold a house to. He has been invaluable to me as far as referrals, and he's come back for my 17th annual event. So, like, again, relationship-based is a big part of who we are and how we've gotten to the success level that we've seen. Some of the big things before I dive into the weeds on it all, but the benefits of lifetime lead strategy is you get to build your business on relationship-based leads. And relationship-based leads are so much easier to work with. They come to you knowing the value that your company brings. They come to you drinking the Kool-Aid. So they're easier to work with, and they're a lot more fun. And how many of us would love to have all the time our agents working with clients that they love, because it makes your agents a lot more pleasant all the time, wouldn't you agree? It also allows you to say no to those high referral fees that we just are pushed in our face all the time, that cut into our commissions and our agents' commissions. It allows you to attract and retain clients and agents. It allows you to monetize the entire thing. And it also gives you an opportunity to empower your community, because I'm going to show you how my VIP club not only helps grow my business, helps grow and enhance my clients' lives, but I also have give backs to nonprofits. So it helps grow with their business, as well as creates another revenue stream or lead generation for other vendors here in my market. A little bit about our stats. So we started my VIP club back in the end of 14, beginning of 15. My company itself, at that time when I started, I had about 11 agents, but I was doing probably everything wrong at that time. So likely my agents who were selling were maybe at the high end, like 8 actual successful agents at that time. Now, again, fast forward to 21, where we had, 15 to 17 in that time, we grew by 121%. Same with my personal book of business. Between that time, I personally grew my business by 122% by providing this. And I promise you guys, following these steps, this lifetime lead strategy will change the way you do business forever. So client focused, again, here's all my value propositions we offer, but this is the one, the VIP club, that's the one I'm going to touch on with you guys today. And what our VIP club is our clients, by buying or selling one time, get access to our VIP club. And within our VIP club, that consists of our moving trucks. We have an enclosed trailer and a flatbed trailer as well. We have our moving supplies, so that's free use of boxes, any type of moving supply they can think of, from dollies, utility carts, labels, tape, packing, all that stuff. They get use of that for free. We also have a party and tool shed, because again, we're there for our clients, which lifetime home support means being there for your clients before, during, and after. You get access to our party and tool shed, which can help them in all seasons of home ownership. So our party shed includes commercial grade food warmers, banquet tables and chairs. We have bouncy houses, cotton candy, snow cone, popcorn machines, anything you can think of. We have games, anything you can think of that they're going to need to throw a party, they get access to for free for life. And I'm going to walk you through this again, but no, everything I give these people free for life to use as my brand on everything. So I have eyeballs on everything that I'm giving out. And then we have our tool shed, which again is everything that they're going to need for all stages of home ownership that they likely don't want to buy, rent, or store, that they have access to. So from generators, wheelbarrows, commercial grade fans, if there's water issues, we have ladders, high tree branch trimmers, aerators, commercial grade paint sprayers. Again, anything they don't want to buy or store, they can come use for free for life. And again, that has my brand all over. We have stickers of everything all over. So again, it's top of mind. My name is top of mind all the time. Another pillar of my VIP club is our discount center. They get access to a discount center that gives my clients basically 85 to 25% off over 100,000 national brands. So from Nike to Walmart to Verizon, my clients get access to this marketplace, and it saves them up to $5,300 a year. And again, just by buying and selling through me one time, they get this additional access. We then update one more notch and added our home support team partners. And this is a really big revenue stream for me. And again, Lifetime Home Support is the foundation of my business. So I did it for the beginning, there's 3 tiers, but for beginning, to add more value within my lifetime home support model. So I have home support team partners, which are made up of reputable businesses here in town that represent every industry my client's going to need before, during, and after. So from home inspectors to electricians to HVAC to carpet cleaners, window cleaners, home cleaners. We even have event venues on there. We have restaurants on there. We're adding in more spas. We're adding all these different service industries, retail in there that our clients are going to need, that are a part of our program to be there, first of all, to provide legendary care for my clients, and then give them preferential treatment and oftentimes preferential pricing. So that's one of the reasons I created this. The second reason I created this is that they're there for, and they're all pretty equal reasons I created this. Second is that these vendors pay me to be a part of that, because we have a whole program put together and how we're marketing to our data bank for them. And so they pay me to be a part of it. Right now we're charging $3,500 a month, or I'm sorry, a year for them to be a part of that. And then third, those are my market share. They are set up so that I'm going in then, when they're a part of my program, part of the process to be in my home support team is we get to go meet with their employees. So we get to have a face-to-face, pass out all of our beautiful marketing material, going over our lifetime home support and all the unique value propositions that we offer, even if they're not in the time right now where they're going to be making that home change, they're not in a life change at that point where they're going to be buying or selling. Why would they not use us after hearing that? And then once we get them into our program, they sign up for some of these VIP pillars, get to put them within our CRM, start dripping on them. So then it's just increasing my market share. And truly, that is really, really where the beauty of this, besides the revenue and the client care that the home support team has provided my business, it's amazing. And then the other pillar is my client appreciation events. I'll walk you through that. And again, I'm giving you guys one of my awesome checklist on that. We have a moving concierge, and then we also offer up office services. And we did this, and the reason I created this VIP club is, again, knowing that I needed to take care of my clients better than anybody else, because it's just easier to keep a client within your ecosystem than to go find another one. But it runs off the law of reciprocity. When people receive something, they feel compelled to return the favor in kind. It is just human nature. So with our lifetime home support model, our clients are referring us to their friends and family like crazy. And if any of you read back in the day, The Real Estate Millionaire, I'm almost positive that's where this comes from, that humans have 2 spaces in their brains to retain a realtor. This knocks the other realtor completely out, guys. This is the law of reciprocity at its finest version, where we're there servicing the client and taking care of them before, during, and after. And they are compelled then to refer and recommend us to their friends and family who are in life changes. So any questions before I jump into the first part of the moving trucks?
There are just a couple here. So Jennifer asks, so all of these things are free for them to use: party, tool shed, moving trucks, discount center, etc.
Yep.
No additional charge to them.
No, I do charge a transaction coordination fee, and I'm going to walk you through that because I monetized everything. But I had one, before I started this in 14. I charged $199 back in 14. I now charge $499. Nobody says anything about that. Nobody gives us any kickback. Just by buying and selling between all my VIP pillars and my discount center, my clients save over $10,000 in the first year of using our services. Just with these items in place, the $499 transaction coordination fee is nothing, and that puts in another $200-some thousand into our bottom line. Helps pay for employees. Basically.
Just to be clear, is that transaction fee on those are on deals?
Yep.
You charge them a transaction fee, but is there any transaction fee to use the moving truck, like a $50? And then do you rent these outside to the other to people that aren't clients?
We give them away to nonprofits to use for free. Again, your truck and your equipment should have your name all over it, but your billboard, obviously your truck does. It's brand awareness. So what we do is we have monetized that, which I'll walk through how we monetized our trucks in here additionally. But I don't charge on top of that. The only thing that my clients have to do, or nonprofits, when they use my truck, is they just have to fill it back up to the gas where it was at. It's always topped off. They have to fill it back up. And then the beauty is they're taking my name and driving around town.
That's great.
To use, and then they're bringing it back. And then the people who are advertised on my truck, I'm making money off of those people as well. And they're also paying me additionally to be a part of my home support team.
Told you guys.
They're taking care of my clients. They're taking care of my clients too.
Amy is a gangster. We have more questions, Amy.
Okay.
Matt asks, do they only need to be a customer once, or do they have to provide referrals to remain a VIP?
Nope, once.
Jill Koss, what's up, Jill? Can you review the slide again just before the VIP? It was about the steps. And do you need a liability waiver for any of the truck equipment loaner use?
Yep, and I'll go over that with you. Yep, I have that coming up. Is this the slide you were talking about, hon?
I believe so, yes. If you guys want to take a picture of that, and these slides will be up, and I'll have a replay you guys later on. Yeah, just a couple more questions about liability for the trucks. How do you handle that? There's a few on that. You could just summarize that in the next slide.
Yep, I'll go through that here in the next part. Okay. So our moving trucks. So again, they're your billboard on wheels. And when I started my VIP club, I started it with my trucks and my moving supplies. And I did my party and tool almost immediately after that. But again, it's rented out for free. It's a buy or lease options, and I'm going to show you how you can do that. We monetized it immediately, and we offer it out to nonprofits. A pain point for clients, and keep this in mind, even if you're in a luxury market, that I have people in all of my price points use my trucks. It's not just a first or second timer who uses our trucks. It's all of them, because they can come back. Like, my people use my trucks to go get $10,000 couches they bought at the high-end furniture store because they don't want to pay the $150 truck fee. I mean, it gets used all the time, and it's just such a nice value add. Or people want to go run things out to the dump, or people want to go drop stuff off at Goodwill. It is just something of them to have for value for life. And again, I have a whole marketing platform on how to keep that in front of them. We also, because again, marketing is one of my favorite parts of my career. Inside of my truck, we advertise everything. We have listings in there. We have QR codes to our listings. We have QR codes on how to review us. We have QR codes on how to review and refer us. I'm sorry. We have QR codes on how they can get to our software that runs this whole thing, which is our one-stop shop for our clients, lifetimehomesupport.com. Everything is in there so that, again, my brand is all over within where their eyeballs are at. So I'm staying top of mind all the time. My trucks put down approximately about 15 to 20,000 miles a year. And so that's a lot of branding. And I have 2 trucks now. We have our 3rd one coming in 23. We also have an enclosed trailer, and I have a flatbed trailer too that we use. And the first thing I did is I figured out how to monetize it. I took basically what my debt service was on it, did the backwards math on what it was to what I felt to run the truck from when I first got it back in 2015, and decided how to add up or to divide up then what I needed to charge to make sure that I was making money off of those trucks when my clients was using it. And so we did that right from the beginning. And we estimate that the trucks runs us about, right now we cash flow about, before we added on our additional lead generation, it's right around anywhere from $1,800 to now with our new cash flow that we added in there to close to like $2,500 a month on this. Again, not huge, but that pays for something. And this is all being marketed. All my stuff is being marketed. The client is happy, singing my praises, and I'm making money on this. The place I recommend you go through, because this is where the liability part comes in, is On the Move. They have the best options. I actually have a discount on graphics from On the Move. If you're interested in doing one of those, reach out to me and I'll give you my information at the end. But they give people I refer over some discounts on that, but they have great options for either buying or leasing. They do all the graphics there. They hold the insurance, which is huge. I'm really big on giving back to local. So when I first started this, we went out and looked, shopped all of our local agents, and the amount of what the insurance was going to cost locally compared to what they have, because they insure so many of them, and that umbrella there, it makes way more sense to do it through them. I think it's like $200 to $250 for most states for their insurance. And then On the Move also provides you with all the liability forms and everything you need to do for as far as checking it out. I've then, again, because I'm a systems girl, created a whole systemized approach and drip campaigns on top of that. But they give you the basics right there, so you have that right at your fingertips when you order a truck from them. And right now On the Move is anywhere about, I think they're about 90 days from order to deliver. So right now is a great time to get it, because you're going to get it by spring. And I always want to make sure you guys are remembering this while you're listening to all this stuff, that this is your business that you should be investing money into. And when you think through, if you look through before the end of the year, what are all your ad spends or your lead generation spends that you're just not seeing ROI on? Think of what this could do for you. If you're putting something in that does threefold, it's advertising for you, you're making money off of it, and you're serving your clients, which should be your biggest goal, right? And this is going to be something that lasts forever out there that you can continue to use, as well as give back to your community and your nonprofits. So this is what we did here to increase that. When we added this in, we added additional, we call it sponsors row, advertising down here. And we have the same thing on our enclosed trailer. It's just additional people from my home support team can put their information up there. We're selling it out to our agents too. Our agents are putting their information on there. Why not? I mean, more brand awareness for them. But again, it's just additional revenue on our side. And it really is, guys, it's the law of reciprocity at the finest. I've systemized the process to increase that lead generation. We have a repeatable excellence checklist for everything, as well as that drip campaign that is executed with every rental. They get an email right away thanking them for whatever renting or whatever piece they're renting from me. So that they get that right away. And then it has the ask for the referral, meaning, who do you know that's in a life change? Not like, hey, who do you know is going to buy a house? Because nobody responds when you say that, but it's who do you know is a life change? Anybody who's going to have a baby or have a baby go off to college, anybody who's getting married, anybody who's getting divorced, anybody who's got a new job, anybody who's lost a job, anybody in a life change is somebody I likely can be of service to and would love to provide lifetime home support to as well. And so we created all these, the checklist down to the nth degree, the campaigns down to the nth degree, so that we're staying, again, top of mind awareness and keeping my lifetime home support model in front of them. And then this does, for you brokers, team leads, it's an awesome tool once you put this into your CRM, because it's setting up your agents for success. And it's another value provide you're giving your agents, because it's them that you're saying within your CRM, it's a touch point you're providing for them on their clients that's automated. So it's just like, so your John Doe is your agent, one of their clients goes out and rents something, you just hit one thing in your CRM, a touch point comes back from them, the agent. They love that. They get notification too with the software I had built with it. They get notification too that it's been rented. So it's another talking point for them to reach out like, hey, saw you got the bouncy house again for so-and-so's birthday. It's another touch point for them to stay in front of their clients and be of value and of service without being that salesperson. And with that, it just has a huge agent recruitment and retention because your clients get so used to getting this lifetime home support. Like I said, that even when you lose, which you'll lose agents, that's just part of being a broker or being a team lead, that just happens, is that you'll be able to go in and continue to keep those clients within your ecosystem because they do not want to lose all the lifetime home support benefits they're used to getting. Any questions after that?
Let's see what we got here. I've seen a couple more come in. If you guys have other things that come in, I think you answered the liability question. Why don't you walk through a little bit on how the other, beyond the truck rental, the other services, like how would it work for, this is just a VIP program for it, correct?
Yeah,
How do walk us through some examples, like the landscaping and the tools aspects, like how are people using those? How are you marketing them? And I guess a couple more of those.
Yep. Our party and tool shed. So they get access to our party and tool shed for life. And again, I branded everything that's within my party and tool shed with my brand everywhere. So everybody knows when they take it, you know, they have a party and they have all my banquet tables and chairs. They have my bouncy houses. They have my cotton candy snow cone popcorn machine. Everything has my logo on it. So people come to these parties that they're throwing, or where do you get all this stuff? It's there. It's just an easy referral for me when when my brand is everywhere on that. So that's where our party and tool shed comes in. And the tool shed itself, again, is every tool that people just do not want to rent, buy, or store. So you need so many different items throughout all of home ownership. I mean, it's silly ones like the high tree branch trimmers. People rent that all the time, like wheelbarrows, commercial grade paint sprayers. I mean, people come in and get all these things that they just simply didn't know they needed. Then we have like specialty tools, like some saws, you know, power washers, things like that. Carpet cleaners. How many times do people need a carpet cleaner to come in and just get that? And again, your logo is on all of this. And I recommend your logo should be, mine is. And it's just a big addition. And how we market it is we have a whole, like I said, drip campaign that they get. Email marketing is a huge, you know, that you should have that out there. So they get a huge amount of information on that. We have it in our social media as well. We have it in different video platforms like you do, Mike. And we have a really strong, we have private Facebook groups too, that we're keeping information out to them, but keeping those VIP pillars in front of them at all times is a big part of it. And, you know, I say that I have a PhD in failing forward. I've failed forward all the time, but I do it without losing enthusiasm, that I've screwed up so many times that now I figured it out on how to do it the right way so that I can teach other people how to do it the right way without having to go through the pain I did and wasting the time and money in different ways on marketing this.
Susie asks, where do you store all this stuff?
Well, right now I have a attached storage next to my building. But when I first started, I started with less than $5,000 in my for my equipment. Probably less. It was probably way less than $5,000 at that time, because I took basically every tool my husband owned and put a logo on it and put it into my VIP equipment. But we had it in less than like a 10 by 10 storage shed. Some people that I teach how to do this, I've had people who have rented out additional spaces, and then they just charge their affiliate partners, their home support team partners, for that, because then they do some co-advertising on it and have monetized it that way.
Can you show that one slide where it shows your whole model, where it shows all your programs? And I want to show someone
this one.
Beyond the VIP one. VIP was one of the things that you do differently. It was more towards the beginning of the slide deck there.
Oh, my UVPs. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So like all your what did you call them? UVPs?
My Stockburger success strategies. That's what I call them.
So I want you guys to look at this. This is so impressive. So like what we just went through is just the top corner one, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I want you just to look at like overall brand presence and everything you're doing it. Like I love the multiple options and sales, but like, how does the roof solution work? How does the
home support team? Yeah. Okay.
Like walk us through some of these other ones, and then if you want.
So my one roof solution, what I did, again, I'm always trying to save my clients time, stress, and money. So in my building, we had a redesign. And so what I wanted to do is have as many services as I could underneath one roof for them. And so within my building, I have in-house lender. Yeah, a lot of people have that, I know, but in-house lender, but the lender pays me to be here. I have title insurance services. They pay me to be a part of my home support team. I'm an insurance agent. They pay me to be here. I have a property management division. I have a builder who pays to be here. Then I also, because I was able to, I have climate controlled storage units in the back of my building, about 5,000 square foot. And my clients get 30 days free because there's always that pain point of either to get the shit out of their house, to get it on the market, or to get the stuff in between where they're in between those two houses or those two addresses. So my goal was to have as many services as I could under one roof to save them time, stress, and money. And because we have so much foot traffic, then what I did, the next part of that is I made about every part of my building a marketing medium. So I have a platform of where my listings are everywhere, from my lobby to my training rooms. We give away free coffee and espresso to first responders. They come in, goal is for them to come in. We could do a give back, but they're looking at my listings. Then we also give away all of our training and conference rooms to nonprofits, organizations. They come in, but the requirement is that in any of my training rooms, they have to have one of my cluster TV walls up just of all my listings going on a slideshow, again, to get more eyeballs on my list. So that's the overview of my one roof solution. And then my home support team, it's a pillar of my VIP club, but that's its own entity. That's those partners of local businesses that pay us $3,500 a year to be a part. And last year was, a $300,000 that we had close to in on that. Next year, our goal is to have 125 plus in our home support team. And that's going to be over $400,000. That'll be to our bottom line for these people to be a part of our home support team, which again, are giving our clients great service, preferential treatment, oftentimes preferential pricing. They're paying us to be a part of the program. And then third, to be a part of it, we have to have face-to-faces with their employees at different times throughout the year. So I'm getting to sit down with them and go over all of our lifetime home support models, all of our unique value propositions that we offer for every buyer and seller, no matter what stage of home ownership, of home owning or buying or selling that they're in. And then I created, because we have so much going on, I created software, lifetime home support software. So our clients have a portal, lifetimehomesupport.com, that they go out to where they can rent all my software, rent all my equipment. They can easily get access to my home support team partners and all the discounts and their contact information as easily as they can, right in that one-stop shop. They get access to my discount center because I have that discount program too, where they can save $5,300 a year. It gives them access to our private Facebook group. It also gives them access to sign up for our client events right on that, because keep in mind, a lot of times, Mike does such a great job at this on all the social media that's out there, and our clients, they're there, that's where their eyeballs are at. They're looking on those things. And that's, if they're not on those social medias, they're not looking at that, they're not going back to your websites. They're just not. They go, after the transaction is done, likely the only reason they were going to those sites was to look for houses and or to research you. So those sites that you've created are there for that new creation or that new buyer, new seller, but you need a place to have them stay so that they're always going to be there. And this is the software we created that's just like, hey, you can come here and you're always in connection with us. And then we have our love it or leave it guarantee, which we just put it in writing. That it says we're not here just for one transaction. We're going to make sure that we find you the right house with the right parameters and pricing that matches where you're at right now. And that for any reason you don't love that house within the first 12 months, we're going to sell it for free on our side and help you go find another one. We've done it twice. But do you know how much loyalty that gives buyers, saying that, hey, we're putting this, and it goes in writing in our buyer presentation documents that they sign, their agency docs. We put it right there that's what we're going to provide them, just to make sure that they know we're not a one transaction brokerage. We're here for the long haul.
Great. Another question. How do you handle damaged equipment? She just buys a new one because I'm doing the math here. Like, how many transactions last year? You said 559?
We did 486.
And then what was the transaction fee?
499.
Okay. So just transaction fees alone for everyone listening, it's 242,514. That's just straight bottom line numbers. That's just from the transaction fee. So, that's going to cover all this, but each one of these things do cover themselves. Someone has every one of these little bubbles you're seeing here are turning profit. Jennifer has a really question here. So home support team, what does that look like? Businesses paying you, is it just sort of a flat fee? It's a network. It's almost like a membership.
Yep.
Go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, I'll buzz to that really quick, Jennifer. So again, created it for 3 reasons. One, to take care of my clients again, more and better. Wanted to be able to create revenue and create and increase market share. I'm gonna go kind of bounce around here. I'm gonna get us to the home support team part of it. If my computer will catch up. So think of any industry that's your client. Think of how many industries are related to buying and selling. And again, why housing is so essential. We carry a lot of the economy. You know, every time somebody buys a house, they use, what is the stat? I think it's like 50 some different industries, right?
Yeah.
They use after they purchase a property. So think of all those industries that your clients are going to need. And keep in mind, I think the majority of us are in markets where people are relocating to. So that relocating client needs you even more than that client that's here because they don't know anybody.
Yeah.
What I've done is I put together every industry, and we're growing this constantly, that our clients are going to need. Again, electricians, HVAC, we have entertainment venues, we have dentists, we have hairstylists, we have printers, we have daycares, we have blinds, appliances. And these people pay us to be a part. They can pay monthly or annually. The majority of them pay annually. And I just set up and built out a program where we are marketing them in a strategic way out to our clients and to the masses with our name backed behind it, and keeping them top of mind for our clients at the time that they're going to need them within our drip campaigns. And they're so happy. They're so happy to be a part of this. And we just had a couple of really big sign-ons at the beginning of this year that we can't wait to get out. That I was kind of I'm a little bit tenacious, but not wildly over cocky. But I was, when they said like we were waiting for you to come approach us, I was like, oh, I thought you'd be too big to be a part of this. But it's like that. Those are the people that are wanting to be a part, to have that marketing, that branding to the clients. They're fish in a barrel when the clients need them. There's a big landscaper, you know, in our market that joined. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's amazing. And so we have a whole process, beginning to end, onboarding. From onboarding to marketing to every step of it, to keep them in front of, again, our clients and to the masses with our brand behind it for our people. And it's just been beautiful. And again, market share is the other thing. I get to sit down and talk to every one of their employees. Not me, I have an employee who does it now, but I get to tell them and share all of our marketing material on our lifetime home support with them, so that when they do have a life change, and or when they know of somebody with a life change, we're going to be their obvious choice. We're their broker partner. And that's what the whole creation of this is to be their broker partner.
I like it. Keep going. I think you have a couple more slides here. I don't mean to cut you off. You could keep rolling with whatever else you want to share. This is really good. I know people have a lot of questions, but keep going.
Okay. I'm going to backtrack real quick. If my thing can think about it. So another part of our discount, or of our VIP club, is our tool shed, like I said. And then we also have our client events. We do big client events every year. We do an ice skating event. We do a tailgate event. We do a spring dumpster drop off, where we put dumpsters in the back of our building and let clients come and drop stuff off. We do a date night at an axe throwing bar downtown. We do our turkey giveaway. And again, I did events before I started my VIP club, but we really stepped up our game when we did our VIP club. On average, I usually pick up 3 to 4 additional transactions per event, but the amount of relationship build and cementing that relationship through these events is huge. And again, I know as a team leader, before I really got into this and did it the right way, I was still a team leader, not a broker at that time. I was throwing events that my agents weren't liking, and there was such a waste of time. If I didn't have my agent buy-in, it wasn't going to work. I needed to get that for them. So we created these programs to have that agent buy-in, so that they're there for their clients as well and participating in it. And again, I'm giving you one of my events checklist that you're going to get, and I don't pay for the majority of these events. The majority of these events, all but actually one, I make money off of. So they're big events, and we give away swag, we have all that kind of stuff. So again, it's my agents are participating, and we're giving away stuff with my brand on it. I mean, that's going to keep those clients sticky, right? everything that we do. So we have that. That's client events are a part of that VIP club, our VIP pillar. And then that discount center I was telling you about that they get access to, our clients get this for life. And I use this in a lot of different ways, but one of them is for my VIP club, but I also use it with corporate partnerships, because there are some companies here in town, in my area, in every area, that are just not going to be a good fit for my home support team, like call centers. They're not going to pay to be on my home support team, but they're a great partner for me. So we use this as a hook to get in and become their partner broker by offering this to the employers to add into their employee benefit package. And some of the biggest employers in the nation offer this out in their employee benefit package. And with this, and I have discounts for this program, you can buy exclusivity for your area, your market in there. So you can have a geographic area that only you can offer it. And I bought into this a gazillion years ago and didn't use it the right way, but I bought all of South Dakota a long time ago just because I wanted to lock it down and I saw the potential in it, and then just didn't have the bandwidth for a long time to do anything with it. Now we use it in so many ways. So we use it that way for our corporate partnerships, which is a huge part of our market share that we're getting from these employers to get in front of their employees. We also give it back to, some of the lead sources we have is our schools. And so my agents and myself personally, we sponsor schools that are near and dear to our hearts. And one of the things we do is we give back to the teachers, give this back, because teachers are like the most lovely creatures in the whole world, right? And they're the most appreciative creatures. And so we offer this up to the entire schools. And by doing this, I get to go in and I get to present to the schools and give them like, hey, up on top of that, here you guys, here's this $5,300 savings a year by using this. They get into my system, they get emails from me. It's just another way for us to keep our brand. When they have a life change, we're the ones that they call. All right, we did that. And then one you can implement today, it's a small part of our VIP club, but it's just our office services. And our office services, basically what that is stuff you likely already do, but maybe aren't marketing it. So we offer free notaries. Our clients can get a free notary anytime. They can do free black and white copies and scanning. They can get a free rent analysis. Yes, of course. It's just another way to say, hey, we can refer you to anybody in the United States. So it helps increase our broker-to-broker referral GCI too. It's just a reminder that, hey, we're not just here, but we have connections everywhere in the United States to teams who are badass, just like we are, that we can connect you to if you have anybody who is making a move, no matter where they are in the world. And then it just goes over our moving concierge too, which is what we use just for updater on that. Okay, another stopping point if we have more questions.
No, I think you keep going. We'll keep them for the end.
Okay, so then I talked a little bit about this. So we did, because we had so many rentals of people coming in and renting our equipment, calling, emailing, things like that. I did create a lifetime home support software, and it's just like that. It's lifetimehomesupport.com. And it just reduces my FTE time by thousands and thousands of dollars. It has, it's completely brandable to clients. They can rent the equipment in there. They get access to the discount center, access to my home support team, access to my private VIP club. And then it also has just reports within it. I can go in, which again makes me sticky to my agents, because sometimes agents do get, or they're like, okay, what are you doing for me? Or what have you done for me? Agents are that way. That's just how it was. I was an agent one time, so I understand that mentality. But you can pull up right from there a report that just says, okay, you had this many clients who have rented all this equipment this time. And again, the software is set up so that it gives them another touch point right away when their clients do rent something. So it looks like it's coming from them, as well as giving them a reason to call and reach out like, hey, it looks like you did this or you did that. And it's just a really good way to keep that agent sticky to you too, and have that data behind it. And then within it, it encourages, client reviews for your agents, client referrals. It just has a lot of nice features that just have made that rental and that maintenance of the VIP club really, really slick. So I do have, guys, at the end here's just, if you go out to asreacademy.com/event swipes, you go into that and just fill that out. I'm going to send you over my copy and paste and implement today of my master client event checklist, as well as the marketing sheet for one of my client, or my marketing sheet for my client event sponsorships. And that's really all I had, Mike.
Dude, very, 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 very impressive. You have a couple other things here. So a couple of questions I'll just go ahead and ask you. Third-party service for HST or your own website. You have a software you've developed, correct?
Yep. That's that
And-
lifetime home support software. Yep.
And the software you have, is that available for people?
Yep. So the lifetime home support software is out there. It's all in my, you can, if you click on that, it'll give you information on it on that R&D slide that they can use to rent all the equipment easily. And again, just reduce that FTE time and create that one-stop shop for your clients to come back to all the time, where your information is there of service. Again, you're not selling, you're giving in that. And it's maintaining all of the rental process of it, as well as getting access to that home support team.
Cool. So if you guys are interested in the software, basically that marketplace is like a white labeled version that you could create,
Yes.
right? And then they can
Yep.
reach you for that. Okay. That's what
Yep.
I thought. For your vendor partners, do you have them sign an SLA performance standards? And do you have a copy of that for Matt Fitz?
We have a contract that they sign that does read out in there that at any time, if they're not providing the level of care that we at ASRA do, that they can be removed from it without any refund. And they sign that right at the beginning of my contracts. And we have a whole.
Is that part of your coaching program?
That is, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. I have a whole course on HST on how to get that. Because again, it was over 300,000 for me, or right at 300,000 for me this year with that HST. And we're really just getting started. Again, next year, my goal is 422 for revenue just for that program. But then also to have 58 units showing straight from that program. Because again, you need to work it as a lead source, because it is a lead source. You're getting an opportunity to get in front of their employees. That's huge.
Can you pull up, why don't you just pull it up? So I'm getting a bunch of questions on it. Can we see your support, like your actual storefront? And let's look at the software. And yeah, like not on the slides. Like you go out, you could pull it up like online. Let's look at it. So I think people want to see it. And I believe this is what you use to like, so she has basically the software she's developed as like it's an ordering form storefront that all of these services and programs are built out in, so she could share it, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Let me see. 1 second.
The other questions we have, R&D. What is the URL? Didn't catch that. We'll put the URL back up here, guys. Yep. I'm just looking through other questions, make sure we got them all. How's all the equipment managed and all that? Like who handles all that? Like you got a rental, who's in charge of returning that, making sure it's not damaged, and what happens if something is damaged, and all the above?
Yep. So my director of first impressions, my DFI, is the one who's my point person on my VIP club. And so her job, again, and we have it all systemized in starting your VIP club course. We have that all systemized out on how to do it. So what they do when the rental comes in, how they check it when it goes out. Can you see that, Mike? Sorry.
No, you go ahead and share. And then you could go back to the slides, I think, so they could get their download. We're going to show the software up so that you guys can see it, so you get an idea of what it looks like. Yeah, so this is just the client-facing portion of the one-stop shop software. So we set it up so that I have a scroller up here. So right now we're advertising for our, we have our ice skating event in March, where our clients can go and RSVP right there. But our clients can come in and they can rent anything right here. Got it. So they can go into my party tool equipment, and go into my storage unit. They can rent all those. Oops, sorry. They can go to my home support team, and I have various items. So I have 2 different sites for this. I have my home support team that is my client facing. Meaning that's where they get to see the discounts. And then I have my consumer facing, because of course I want consumers on my regular amystockburger.com page to see my HST partners, because I want to grow their business naturally. But I want my clients to have the direct access to have the discounts that they get with all of these. Do you click one of those? Yep. Is this what you wanted to see, Jennifer? If you want to. And then we'll share the link in a minute. It's cool. It's like a whole, like you got everything in here. It's just like it's like a, no, it reminds me of, it's like those online version. I remember you used to put together the coupon books and the vendor books and all of that, but it's all online. Yep. I like it. Yeah. And then they can go and, big thing is they can search from,
what are you looking for? Air duct cleaner, auto sales, what are you looking for in here? And they can just go straight to it. There's HVAC.
I think I just saw bat removal even, Jesus.
Oh yeah. Bat removal. That's a big deal here. We've had a lot of roofs off in the last, probably since 2015.
Jennifer says, yes, that's what she wanted to see.
And then we put in there, like, you can view our listings within here. You can put whatever social media is your most prominent. You can have that in here. They can review you straight from there. I recommend, I created my own website for reviewing, so it gives it to my agents too. And again, we don't promote reviews on Zillow. We promote reviews on Google. So it goes from there. Have a way for it to refer, and contact their agent directly within. So that's my agent, say if that's who they are. And then this is all branded. It can be branded to your colors. And again, just becomes that one-stop shop, because again, your clients aren't going back to their website typically.
Does this site work with Move Easy Concierge?
With what?
Does this site work like Move Easy Concierge? As a question.
Oh, I don't know what that is, so I don't know.
Okay, I'm not sure. I haven't seen it either. Okay, why don't you go ahead and share where they could get those down. If you guys have any final questions, we got about a couple more minutes. If you want to share your screen so that you guys can access your giveaway for the
point of screen net. Yeah.
Any additional questions you guys have? Let's see. You are great. I told you guys. How can they reach you? And do you have coaching, training up and all of that? Tell them if you guys, she's the real deal. If you guys need help with this, she's very impressive. So yeah, go ahead and tell them whatever you need.
The URL she's pulling it up on this. The URL to get that R&D or get that swipe, guys, is going to be ASRE Academy, like Amy Stockburger Real Estate Academy.com. And then it's going to be, do you see it right there? /event swipes. And then just because you're a part of Mike's fabulous programs that he's doing and what he has to offer, and his transaction management, you guys, is the real deal too. So check that out if you haven't already, and see what it can do to scale. And again, we have to systemize to scale. That's just how it works. So this is a really easy system that he has right now you can put in place to help you scale your business in 23. But since you're a part of this, if you go out to my course, which is, if you do the R&D, it'll actually show you in the R&D and ASREacademy.com /event swipes. But I also have a VIP club course out there on how to implement and monetize it. And because you're a part of this, if you put in the promo code there, you're going to get $200 off the course. So it's just right here underneath Start Your VIP Club, ASREacademy.com /start your VIP club. And you'll get that promo code there too to save money, because Mike offered this up.
Sweet. I'm gonna take it too, to be honest with you. I really appreciate you coming on. You guys, we appreciate you guys listening to another one of these. If you like what we're doing, stay tuned. These are done on the second Tuesday of every month. Next week, we're trying to get Grant Wise up in here and talk about recruiting with Facebook and video. For all of you guys. So appreciate you guys. Let me just make sure we have some final questions right here. Thanks, Amy. Promo code. What's the promo code one more time? Amy? What's the promo code one more time?
Sweet Assist. So if you go in there, it's Sweet Assist. So it's your product on that. And then the URL to go to the actual sales page is ASREacademy.com /start your VIP club. That'll get you into that. If you want to have again, to get that free swipe that I'm giving you, it's ASREacademy.com /event swipes. And it'll have the promo code in that too, once you sign up for that, and a reminder.
Yeah, and I'll send an email out with all the info too. And if you guys don't get it, just message me and I always turn it right around. So
and guys, reach out if you want any help with any of my other programs too.
Awesome, Amy, you're a killer. Thanks for sharing. Great job. Happy New Year. Keep going. Don't stop. Double up. You're on the right track. I love it. Love what you're doing up there. And keep sharing this content. We're going to put this in our members area as well. And thank you guys for listening and tuning in. We'll be back next month with another webinar for you, specifically on broker owner teams that are doing things differently and attracting versus chasing, and adapting and profiting in this shift. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Thanks so much, Mike.